we need to switch off the blind trust to AI.
It looks like there is no universal solution to be cost efficient.
You should separate them. You should manage the architecture. You should manage.
Hi, Dmytrii.
Hi, Oleg.
Today, I wanted to discuss with you my recent outcome and feedback from AI Summit in Europe, which was organized by INSEAD Business School. There were quite heavy and interesting speakers, and one of their major points which was raised during this summit was actually a few things, and one of them is security, and another one is the cost of tokens in AI era and how it influences right now the industries. Quite recently, I just read TechCrunch article about Accenture, who is concerned about how fast tokens are going out from their budgets. So can you tell your vision on security as an expert in this area, and also how we in Alltegrio are handling the part of smart use of LLMs to avoid extra and unnecessary spendings on tokens?
Of course, LLM security, it's a huge hype right now, but my humble opinion, it's a bit of marketing here. Yeah, no one measured damages, not a measured effects. It's a, I don't know, viral news, some numbers of viral pseudo facts without trusted sources. And I think the security strategy, if you're using AI, is similar like with the pre-AI information systems. You should separate them. You should manage the architecture. You should manage the privileges. You should build the observability layer. You should build the anomaly detection. And you should build the chain of reaction to the wrong actions of the users.
Let me maybe rephrase security in other ways, because there is a security on the company level, and there is a like more global attitude. And what quite recently happened with Claude and their latest models, which were restricted by US government. In this case, how you would see the layer number one of, let's say, geo threats and political threats in security, and second, then we will discuss more about the companies, because the companies are really concerned about their data, how it's stored, and how it can be used improperly by competitors, by spammers, by anyone who wants to penetrate the system.
Okay, sorry for the misunderstanding. I thought you're interested in the information security. You mean the economical security? Tricky question, and I haven't direct and clear answer for that, because it's the first case of using the regulations, government regulation, as a weapon, as a plunge of influence. And I think it would be the same strategy like strategy avoiding of the vendor lock. Yeah, there's diversification, adoption to the different kind of models distributed around the world. And probably it would be a big kick for the own infrastructure and big kick for the industry of small language models, admire to the different kind of businesses.
We had a Qwen who just recently got funded, and he headquartered the company in Paris, France. So his vision that current development of the top models from Google, OpenAI, or Anthropic are going in a way of just escalating and increasing the capacity of GPUs, while you just mentioned that this like the way of increasing the cost of your tokens and the cost of the company. Now, one of the prominent things he highlighted that the most heaviest users of subscription models in ChatGPT cost the company like 16,000 per month with subscription of 200, and everyone understands that in any economy it's not sustainable. It can be only during the period either you expect the cost of tokens will significantly drop or your revenue will increase, which is less likely with already like high tier for subscription per month. So what your opinion about this development and how not only small models, but also the technology itself can lead to more smart solutions versus just increasing hardware installs?
I hope big tech, who provide the high standard models, will support the diversification for the cheap models and the highest rank expensive models. And during the period of collecting some experience, businesses in the AI implementations, business will be use AI with accuracy and carefully separated different tasks between different models, and it would be the combined solution from the local models, from the cheap cloud models and expensive models for the most complicated tasks. I think the area of agent of orchestrators who can
That's what I wanted to ask, and thank you for starting to talk about orchestration of different models usage.
Industry slowly shifted to the human brain like AI, according to the situation when the positive experience or some metrics of fresh experience could be used for the next steps. And for example, we will meet with AI models, AI solutions who can forecast which model we need to take for particular that task, or which limits of the tokens we should set up for the appropriate results of this workflow, etc., etc. And I hope that it calls like AI empathy or synapses AI models can consume the fresh previous experience and prepare the enhanced plan mode for the economy purposes.
Yeah, and regarding these small models and new technologies which are evolving through already existing outside of big models, the models for the course, the models for medicine, and it looks like there is no universal solution to be cost efficient, while your niche solution can be advanced in a way that it resolves either the issue for finding your medicine formula or getting their answer for the latter. It looks like this separation will happen. What do you think?
I think we already discussed it. The role of local models would be significantly increased in the nearest future, because the businesses have had some experience with AI, and a lot of integrators completely understand you don't need the sophisticated cloud-based model for the, I don't know, data manipulation or some relatively easier statistical tasks. For example, a few weeks ago, we prepared the medical RAG and vector search for the long base, 30 years base of documents. It's working well with appropriate latency on the local workstation, and it's a good thing, particularly for the preparing of data, converting data from the ancient information system, medical information systems, to the LLM-friendly formats and upload to the proper database. Yeah, I think the local models, and I think the Ollama plus Qwen plus something based solution would be great and helpful for the businesses in the nearest future.
Yeah, and from business implication, in your opinion, what should be the focus of current landscape and the companies who wants to accelerate AI adoption? What would be, in your opinion, the first three most important steps to do now so that you are ready for all this turbulence, which is caused not only by speed of implementation, but also how it can be impacted with potential cost skyrocketed in few years. Three steps to be successful in AI implementation today and be prepared for long strategy in next 2-3 years.
Nice question. I like it. First of all, need to start the real, true digitalization. I completely understand it's a word with a lot of marketing things, but a lot of companies haven't the true digitalization. They have decentralized data. They have a different systems building with different approaches, with different practices for security, for the architecture, user interface, for the caring about latency, caring about the user experience. And true digitalization started from the aggregating of data and preparing data for the AI, because a lot of AI-driven startups has been failed because they try to operate with non-friendly to AI data. It's the first step. The second step, we need to switch off the blind trust to AI. AI, it's not silver bullet. AI, it's just a next level of automation and next level of possibilities to the operating with data. First of all, we need to move with small steps. We do not need to try replace the working, particularly the working effective or semi-effective processes. You understand what I mean, the Klarna case, for example, yeah, or the cases of big energetic companies. It's the second rule. The first small steps and quick wins. And the third factor is need to be prepared to rebuild the workflows. Because if we make some small steps, measure it, go into production, gain some achievements, gain some level of effectiveness, you need to make the next brave step. Okay, how we can rebuild our business process or processes to the more efficient goals. I understand it sounds a bit controversial with the second rule, but it is true. A lot of companies freeze after first wins and okay, we gain it, we are AI adopted, we include and integrate AI into our process, we good. No, it's a rush and we need to run quickly. And we need to be ready to the changes and forget about the typical 3 years of life cycle corporate, particularly big corporate software, big corporate information system.
Yeah, thank you. And I think I would add one more thing, because you were more focused on processes. There is one thing which is very important, and the CEO of the largest sovereign fund, wealth management fund of Norway, mentioned that what they recommend and what they are looking in their leaders within the company, maniacal attitude to implement changes. And this is possible only because of people who can implement. That's why they are looking for pilot project. They are looking for AI evangelists, let's say this way, who help fast adopt AI within organization and to be leaders who are willing to do those changes. Because obviously, according to research, more than 80% of people, they're just reluctant to do these changes in a way because they see the threat of being replaced by AI, which is not actually true, as we see that it's true as usual somewhere in between, that a lot of jobs are still in the process of being replaced on the white-collar jobs, but in another way, there is no like massive vision of how these jobs can be replaced in nearest future. I mean, in blue collar layer. Most importantly, that this amount of jobs which was replaced is actually there is a lack of 1 to 2 million jobs in the US for coding, for administrative stuff, which actually AI will fulfill, basically not replacing people, but fulfilling the gap between their demand and actual available workforce on the market. Coming back, it's all about people, and people are a key force to make changes within the organization, and right people is a key for success of being a leader in implementing AI solutions within your industry, within specific company.
You're absolutely right. I thought it's a zero rule, yeah, because you asked me about the top three rules, but this rule out of the
It's on top.
any score, yeah, it's a ground, because it's not about AI, it's about everything. If you haven't the people with good passion to business, good passion to goal achievement, good passion to do what they can best for the success, any project couldn't go into production without that kind of people. Not only the AI. It's about, I don't know, pool in your garden. If you haven't the people who want to make this pool better in the world, your pool will lost. It's not only about AI.
Let's talk maybe about what challenges we have within Alltegrio and our companies once we are handling some projects with our clients.
Yeah, it's exactly what I want to discuss. I'm thinking a lot about the reasons why the AI project failed. I'm trying to build my own understanding what we can do for prevention of this for our clients. And we already discussed the situation with people. I think a lot of businesses, a lot of decision makers, even after 3+ years of generative AI era, doesn't know what they need to do with all these things. And one of our major goals, I said, the educational goals. So we need to educate the market, we need to educate the businesses about the possibilities and about the limitations and about the challenges. And we need to manage particularly the challenges, security challenges, economical challenges for the businesses. We start from the architectural things, and we started from the sophisticated and complex approach. When you build the idea, when you build the architecture, when you build the security layer, when you build the user experience layer, when you build some anomaly detection and observation prevention layer. A lot of businesses haven't any ideas how they can build it, even after decades of growing the IT projects and after decades of deep dependencies from the informational technologies. In Alltegrio, our purpose to build the platform, not only the software platform, it's a platform of ideas, practices, approaches, how you can integrate into your business deeply and safely. When we started new project, we already discussed with customer all these layers for prevention, the situation we discussed 5 minutes ago, when we gained some quick wins and achieve some good results, and what next? How we can go into the production with all things about security, all things about the revenue, all things about the FinOps, etc., etc., etc. And in this case, I'm sure we can build not only the +1 informational system or +2 informational system to the customer IT landscape. We can build a real product helpful for the growing of the business, helpful for the release people from the routine and prevention a lot of mistakes and prevention a lot of wrong decisions.
Basically, outcome for successful start of implementation of AI are basically two things: right people and write first
steps.
Steps, call them small pilot projects to show their impact. Impact, first of all, for organization in terms of ROI for their investments. Dmytrii, thank you so much for your time, and it was a pleasure as usual.
Thank you.
Now back to work to our clients.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
you.
you.
Have a good Friday.